every Thursday from 4 to 5. Looking forward to speaking with you.
Tampa Bay's TAN Talk, entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
Welcome to the Employment Opportunity Hour. Your host, Gene Hodge, is a training consultant, author, motivational speaker, and owner of Hodgepodge Training, the workforce optimizing training company. With Hodgepodge Training, Gene uses a revolutionary training program process that packages each individual's unique hodgepodge of skills, abilities, experience, and passion together with computer technology to satisfy individual job compatibility and employer productivity needs. With Gene's process, thousands of individuals have gained enjoyable employment at competitive wages. For more information, call 1-888-293-4802. or send an email to theopportunityhour@gmail.com. Studio lines are open at 1-866-826-1340. And now, here's your host, Gene Hodge.
Good evening. Welcome to the Employment Opportunity Hour, a place where we try to help all of you individuals out there that are looking for employment, to help you to find that employment based on what it is that you enjoy doing. I'm here tonight with my trusty co-host, Mr. Hansman Dukes. Mr. Dukes, how you doing this evening?
We are doing great this evening, Mr. Gene. Good to be in the studio with you a day before Christmas.
That's true. Our time is running out. Our time is running out. Christmas is going to be here.
Santa Claus is going to be on his way here shortly.
Okay. And we have our trusty engineer, Mr. Bobby. Bobby, how you doing this evening?
Oh, merry and bright. How about you all?
Merry and bright.
He's merry and bright.
Well, I'm just Mary and Mary. Okay. So
there's nobody's name that in here.
However, Bobby's the guy that makes us look good and runs the show and everything. And so for those of you new to the show, we have a couple of clips that we're going to play for you right quick. And Bobby, if you got them, let them go. This is the only show in America that I'm aware of that represents all of you who work out there. So if you work, I want you to know that I know that you exist. And that includes you people that are unemployed, the professionals, the teenagers, the school dropouts, the minorities, the veterans, the ex-offenders, the seniors, the gay people in the gay population, those that are bisexual, transsexual, whether they want to be a boy or a girl, or plus the immigrants and the Native Americans. If you work in this country, I want you to know that you make up our workforce, and I salute all of you. Purpose of the show is to help job seekers find enjoyable employment instead of a job by hearing tips that are non-traditional approaches that you didn't learn in school. So also to help you entrepreneurs that are out there who have businesses, you got products, ideas, is to help you to improve this economy by putting you into action as well. We can help you there. So that's what we're here for. If you choose to call the show, you're more than welcome to call the show. The number is 727-441-3000. However, if you're unemployed or you're looking for a job, I will give you 30 seconds. You're more than welcome to call the show. Tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for so we can help you. If you are an entrepreneur or a type of company that's looking to add people on, your network marketing company or internet marketing company, you're looking to add good people to your team, you're welcome to call the show as well. The number is 727-441-3000. I will give you the same 30 seconds. Tell us who you are, what you're looking for, and your contact information so we can help you get what you need and improve this economy as well. You are welcome to watch me do the show. And simply by going out to our TAN Talk radio network, which is tantalk1340.com, you can find that, find Opportunity Hour, and you'll find me. But I suggest that you watch me to do the show because this show is all about finding enjoyable employment instead of a job. And the reason I say that is because I want you to see me, because you have counselors, career coaches, HR individuals, and many others that are telling our most experienced workers that help make this country not to put stuff on your resume because it's going to date your age, as if we're not going to see you when you show up. And so I want you to see me to do the show. You just got to hear in my background, and I want you to see me. I want you to look at me, my scars, bumps, my color. My hair is beginning to thin out, all that sort of stuff. I want you to look at me because I know We see you coming, we see you going, we see your front side, back side. We see all of you before you get a chance to open up your mouth. But more than that, I want you to get paid for your level of experience. I want you to get paid for those years, but also for you entry-level workers. I want you to know you count. And so I want you to know that we see you. Can't really hide anything. Yes, we do see you. And so I'm going to kick the show off.
All right.
By saying happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Just a few days away from Christmas and
1 day and a half.
That soon.
That's soon.
Many of you are going to be celebrating, and I'm going to be celebrating just a little bit. But I'm going to just say for all of you that are into the holidays, have fun.
Enjoy it.
However,
and be safe.
Tonight's show is dedicated to individuals. We started out a few weeks ago talking about anyone that's looking for employment during the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. We gave out a listing of physical places that were desperately looking for workers, looking to hire. And they definitely service all of our listening area, but they were companies that are out there. Well, it just so happens that a few days before Christmas, I got a call a few days ago from someone who says, I've been looking for a job, but I haven't been able to get one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to dedicate this show tonight. The topic that I want to give out is do you still want a job for Christmas or during the holidays? Okay, in case you're one of those people that hasn't found something that you want, I'm going to give you a gift that tells you, that's going to tell you how you still can find employment during the holidays and after. So I don't want any of you to feel like you have let the holiday season go by and you're struggling trying to find work and you don't know how come no one has hired you. So I'm going to give you some tips about that tonight.
All right, Mr. G.
So tonight's show is about
Let's help somebody.
Getting you all out there to find a way of finding what you want, because that's what this show is all about. It's not about finding a job. It's about finding what you want. So I'm going to give you some tips.
Enjoyable.
On that. I've talked about that during the year, but I'm going to focus a little bit more on the holidays because someone is still looking for work, but they haven't found it. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with that tonight. And then I'm probably going to say some of those things that you may not want to hear, but you may want to hear. So if you're one of those types of people that's still looking for work, whether it's during the holidays or after the holidays to follow up, then I'm going to give you some tips in terms of ways that you can find not a job, but find something that you will like doing. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to go do that. Anyway, so that's what tonight's show is dedicated to. However, before we get started, I'm going to give out the biggest tip that I give out on my shows. I'm going to give you a formula to find what I call enjoyable employment.
Oh, enjoyable employment.
Yes, enjoyable employment.
Not a job.
Not a job. I make a distinction between a job. Obviously, some of us have had jobs in our life, and
yes, sir.
We have grown beyond that to find what we enjoy.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jobs.
They're still talking about
it.
Jobs. And maybe you're one of those kind of people that are still talking
about the jobs.
Right. So I want you to kind of wake up. This is my Christmas present. I want you to wake up to realize we're going to be talking about jobs. Not us, but depending on who you listen to out there, they're going to be bringing up jobs a lot. But that's not what this show is about. This show is about finding enjoyable employment.
Just do it.
Right. Just do it. Now, you heard that before.
Yeah.
So you might hear that quite a while. Just do it. So I'm going to give you some tips, but we're going to take short break. I'm not going to give you the formula until after the break now, so I can think about the way I'm going to give it to you. But we'll be right
All
back
right.
along with Mr. Dukes,
We'll be right back. Hang tight with us.
celebrating the holidays.
Let's get this enjoyable employment.
Okay, we'll be back.
Alvin! Okay! Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast.
This portion of Employment Opportunity Hour is brought to you by Web Dynamics For You. Need a website? Web Dynamics For You are professional web designers who can handle all of your web services. Check them out at the website www.webdynamics4u.com or call them at 1-866-530-2135. Again, the website is www.webdynamics4u.com. Mention that you heard of them at the Employment Opportunity Hour and get a 10% discount.
Job seekers, now you can access Gene's articles revealing a different way to find enjoyable employment, especially for experienced workers. His free articles titled Layoffs Present Opportunity to Find Enjoyable Employment, Is There Really Job Training Available for You? How to Find a Fit in the New Job Market, an Innovative Job Training Program, a Collaborative Model. To see Gene's articles, go to LinkedIn.com, type Eugene Hodge in the search box, look for articles, and choose an article. That's at LinkedIn.com. Or go to HodgepodgeTraining.com, choose Resources tab, and choose an article. That's at HodgepodgeTraining.com.
Job seekers, this is Gene Hodge of Hodgepodge Training. Would you like to have a job that you enjoy, or do you want to settle for something that you don't want to do? We train job seekers to find enjoyable and compatible jobs so that you're motivated and enjoy doing, and in most cases, being paid competitive salaries. If you are, send me an email to theopportunityhour@gmail.com. That's theopportunityhour@gmail.com. THE opportunityhour@gmail.com. In the subject line, put job seeker, and I will get back to you and hopefully to help you find something that you enjoy.
Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! Have a good cheer.
That's what we talking
Merry
about.
Christmas! Oldie but goodie.
Oh,
Go way back before my time.
ah.
However, Merry Christmas.
However, Merry Christmas to all of you.
We are celebrating. We want you to celebrate as well.
Right
and
along
get as
with
much
us.
enjoyment out of this as well. Now, so back to the real content of the show. Do you still want a job for Christmas? That's the question. Okay.
All right.
And I said, I'm going to give you a gift, which is going to be a present. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on possibly why you haven't found employment.
Okay.
Or if you haven't, if those 5s don't fit, then when you just think about what else do we need to tell you in order to get you going. Anyway, tip number 1. If you're one of those kind of people that have been looking for a job, most likely you are wandering around selecting anything and everything. I just want you to think about, are you that type of person doing that? But I'm going to give you the first thing. The first thing is, what type of job do you want? Take the time to think about, what do you want? Saying anything, you won't get hired probably. But also saying that you're willing to do anything, then you don't want to do nothing, because anything will do. Okay, very important to understand what language you might use and how you might be thinking. So if you say, I'll do anything, probably very few people want to hear that.
That's right.
And so you telling somebody that you'll do anything doesn't serve you. So the suggestion is that use your knowledge. I'm not sure how old you might be, but if you're 12 years old and you're looking for work, or if you're 62 years old looking for work, I'm going to suggest that you have knowledge, interest, and motivation in something.
Correct.
So part of that comes down to thinking about what type of job do you want. Now, if you can think of the type of job that you want, I've said this on many shows, never mention a job title. Mention what happens in the job, which are things that you like doing. So I'm going to start out with what we started out with before the break, giving you a formula.
Okay.
Which is something I give on every show, pretty much. It's called the formula for enjoyable employment. It's not a formula for a job. It's a formula for enjoyable employment. Here it is. Do a self-assessment of yourself. Write down 5 to 10 things that you like doing, good at doing, and know how to do. Okay, if you can write down 5 of each one of those categories, write them down and list them down a page so you can look at them and see what came out of you, because that's what you like doing, good at doing, know how to do. Okay. So the second thing is to take what you wrote down and see if you can structure a introductory presentation that may last 40 seconds to a minute, or have something that will allow you to introduce yourself to people in 40 seconds to a minute. So think about how could you structure some of what it is that you like doing so you can tell people what you like doing. And then the third thing is this thing, it's to understand this thing that's called networking. Networking is based on who knows who that knows who. Most likely, you know people that know other people already. So those are the who's that you already know, that know other people that you don't know. I'm saying that if you follow this formula, you will find enjoyable employment throughout your working career. And so that's what I'm saying. And you don't have to listen to me, but I can say that.
Well, can I interrupt you there?
Sure, you can interrupt.
Can you repeat number 4?
Number 4? Number 4 or number 1?
Number 4.
I forgot what I said. I said, what type of job do you want? Anything won't do. I said, use your knowledge. Right, use your knowledge. That was all I said so far. Use your knowledge. I may have mentioned 4 things. Use your knowledge, the things that you know how to do, like doing, have been doing, which is knowledge that you're carrying. And no one knows what's inside of you unless you tell us.
That's right.
Now, the other people, there are some people who know what's inside there because those are the people you've been around that already know you.
Right.
That's where your networking comes into play. So it doesn't matter what age you are. It matters that you probably know other people that you could tell that you're looking for work.
Right.
The difference is if you tell them what type of job you'd like to have, now they got some direction that will help you go where you want to go anyway. The difference is they can think of titles that you could never imagine.
You can get that fast.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, but also think of what skills do you have? Now, I have a different definition for skill, so I want you to hear my definition. A skill is taking what you have been taught about the word skill, like taking a course in something. You saying that you know how to do something that you think is a skill. All of that is fine, but I'm going to say the skills that you have that the other people have already told you what you have. But the other people say that you're good at, not you, because you can't see you.
Nope.
We see you function. You can't see yourself function.
Not even in the mirror.
We can tell you what we see you capable of doing. You cannot. So it's understanding that you can't see a skill.
No.
We can see skills in you, but you cannot see a skill. More so, we can't see what level of skill. You can't see what level you have. We can tell you what level we think it is. The difference is the more people you go to, the more different levels you're going to hear.
Yes, sir.
So just something to think about that. in order to find what you want, then you have to tell us what it is that you know how to do.
Right.
Start off by saying what you like doing.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot that some of you know how to do, but you don't like doing it. Well, I'm not going to tell you go get a job doing what you don't like, because there's no way you can be productive. There's no way you can be motivated.
Yes, sir.
There's no way you can be happy.
All right.
So I just want you to think about that.
Okay.
And the third thing that I have is to use whatever education you have. Now, education, I mean, but what do you know?
Experience?
No, education is what do you know. Experience is you performing
All right.
what you get in education.
Okay.
Okay? I make a total distinction. You taking education is you hearing something from somebody else, you're reading a book, all that sort of stuff. You're reading something that somebody wrote. That's you reading it.
Uh-huh.
You doing it is where experience comes in. So the more you do things, the more we see you, and the more we can see how you do it, which now becomes your asset when it comes to telling people how long you've been doing it, which is experience.
All right.
So that's the first thing. It is to think of what type of job do you want, which is not a title. Okay, in other words, you may say, like, I would like to have a job where I can travel, talk to a lot of people, and laugh every day. And as silly as that might sound, there's a zillion people that can think of job titles that fits. The difference is that the only difference is they can tell you what level of skill they think it is,
Right.
as well as the job that they think it is. You can't. Okay, so it's very important for you to recognize that we see you.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell us what you want, then we can get it for you.
Okay.
Never tell anybody you'll do anything, because you won't do anything. Okay? Now, some of you have found that out. I don't know why you're laughing.
That's just the way you said it, Mr. G.
Well, I learned.
I mean, as you said, some people will say, I'll do anything just to get a job.
Right.
But yet still, you're saying also, you don't tell nobody what you want.
Well, a lot of people say they don't know what they want because they keep thinking of titles.
Right. And they look at the title, that the title tell them what they think they want to know.
No, they think of titles. They don't. They think of titles. If they're looking at titles, those titles are already predefined by somebody else.
By somebody else, correct.
Right. So a lot of people think of titles, and I haven't mentioned the word title yet, because we will give you titles.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going to be at the correct level. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what we think, especially if you want to grow and learn,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how more people are going to choose you and pull you into higher levels. Okay, so it's important to think about your growth.
You're right.
How many jobs have you gone through?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, there are many of you, you've had one job all of your life, which is okay because you survived, but are you happy?
Yeah.
If you're happy, fine. But if you're not happy, no one's making you do that job. You think you have to do that job.
Mm-hmm.
But probably the very people you're around are telling you things they see you capable of doing. So I'm trying to get you to understand how we can help you get what you want. And it could have happened right here now at Christmas.
Yes.
Okay, so if you were one of those kind of people filling out applications and all that, you got your answer of, we can't find you. We haven't looked at your application. And, okay, if you have a resume, then you're really in trouble because we don't know anything about you other than what we asked in the application.
Right.
So in order for you to stand out, then to think of what you want, what do you like doing? Okay, which should never be a job title.
Right.
It should be a function, because doing is functioning. Based on us watching you do what you do, we can think of ways we can use you to do more.
Yes.
Because you want to do more anyway.
Right.
Plus, we'll pay you more because we see how much more you're worth.
Right.
Okay. But we're going to take a short break so you hear something from our sponsor. I'm talking
right.
about ways that so you can get the job that you want even during the Christmas holidays. Still. But we'll be right back.
Come on.
Okay.
Right here. Coming back. All right.
Gonna shake it, gonna bake it, gonna make it good. Gonna rock it through your neighborhood. Gonna read, gonna sing it till it's understood. My rapping about to happen like a knee. You was slapping or I thought you been tapping on a hunk of wood. Bought a red suited dude with a friendly attitude and a slave full of goodies for the people on the block. Got a long white beard, maybe looks kind of weird. And if you ever see him, he can give you quite a shock.
Employers, this is Gene Hodge of Hodgepodge Training. Are you struggling to find ways to increase your low productivity and morale? We train employers on how to improve employee productivity and morale, saving you huge sums of dollars that you're currently spending on training, retraining, grievances, turnover, and lawsuits. If you have this concern, send me an email to theopportunityhour@gmail.com. That's theopportunityhour@gmail.com. In the subject line, put employer. Again, that's theopportunityhour@gmail.com. Purpose of the show is to help job seekers find enjoyable employment instead of a job by hearing tips that are non-traditional approaches that you didn't learn in school. But also to help you entrepreneurs that are out there who have businesses, you got products, ideas. It's to help you to improve this economy by putting you into action as well. We can help you there. So that's what we're here for. If you choose to call the show, you're more than welcome to call the show. The number is 727-441-3000. However, if you're unemployed or you're looking for a job, I will give you 30 seconds. You're more than welcome to call the show. Tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for so we can help you. If you are an entrepreneur or a type of company that's looking to add people on, your network marketing company or internet marketing company, you're looking to add good people to your team, you're welcome to call the show as well. The number is 727-441-3000. I will give you the same 30 seconds. Tell us who you are, what you're looking for, and your contact information so we can help you get what you need and improve this economy as well.
This portion of Employment Opportunity Hour is brought to you by Web Dynamics For You. Need a website? Web Dynamics For You are professional web designers who can handle all of your web services. Check them out at the website www.webdynamics4u.com or call them at 1-866-530-2135. Again, the website is www.webdynamics4u.com. Mention that you heard of them at the Employment Opportunity Hour and get a 10% discount.
I'll write my letter to Santa Claus. Tell him that I work really hard. If he could find it in his heart, all I want for Christmas is a job. I'll write my letter to Santa Claus.
Santa Claus don't bring it to you.
Santa Claus. If all you want is a job, this is the wrong show.
Santa Claus don't bring it to
I
you.
can say. But if you'd like to have something that you like, this is the right show. This is the Employment Opportunity Hour, and that's how we create opportunities by helping you to discover you. I'm giving out 5 tips tonight on how come you haven't got what you wanted during the holidays. There's zillions of jobs out there. The employers are looking, and if you've been looking and you haven't found one, I'm trying to tell you why you haven't found one, but also how you can find not a job, but something that you'll like. And I just gave out tip number 1. Spent all this time on tip number 1. Tip number one was to think of what type of job would you like to have.
Right.
I gave out some tips of talking about the types of things that you'd like to have. Don't ever say you'll do anything, because you'll get exactly that, which is anything and anything you won't want. So, but I gave out some tips. Number 1. Number 2, once you are able to use your knowledge that you've already attained and your skills that you've attained, which you can't see your skills, we can. Okay, you have the knowledge inside of you. We can see how you use it on the outside. We, meaning all the world, can see you. You can't see you.
Right.
Even in the mirror, you can't see you. So, and I also mentioned use your education. Not like going to school, getting pieces of paper, the education you have about things that you've learned as you've been growing up, which may include some schooling but you learn from the experiences based on what you're learning. So I want you to begin to recognize what you've learned because you're carrying all that on the inside. Tip number 2, once you understand that you know the type of job you want, and you can tell people, and I gave out an example, I could just change the wording around. I'd like to have a job where I can travel, meet people, and draw. Okay, I'd like to have the type of job where I'm outdoors, I'm working nights.
Yes.
And I'm able to watch TV. Well, I want you to just think about it. I'd like to have a job where I could taste wine
Wine taster.
Right.
Hey.
You could be a beer taster.
Right, exactly. Now, the reason is because you two guys just got you mentioning what people could be, which means there are titles for it.
Yes.
We said what we like to do.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
You said what you like to do. Now, so anyway, so once you know what you like to do, now how much money do you want? Never say any amount.
Any amount. Always put a figure
Never
on
say
it.
anything because you will get anything.
Always put a.
And it will not be what you want. Tell people what you want. And a lot of people, they undersell themselves because they don't tell them what they really want. Okay, it's okay to say you want $100 an hour and somebody will say, we can't pay that much. You're in the wrong job.
Yeah.
But there may be a job that somebody knows about that will pay you $100
an hour. That's right.
Or $10 an hour. It doesn't matter what it is, but you tell somebody what you want. Many people undersell themselves.
Yes, right.
Many people undersell themselves because they just don't know.
Well,
Okay.
if they don't know, or they afraid to really put themselves out there.
Well, school doesn't teach you to do those kind of things. People are afraid because they don't know they can say what they want. Because saying what you want is freedom of speech. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. But what happens?
Right. You're right.
But what happens if you say what you want and you get what you want and you find out you sold yourself short?
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of people that find out. Now you're locked in.
That's right. And you can't.
Because you agreed.
That's right.
Okay, so it's important to understand how can you get that. Now, if you're not sure, ask around. How much money do you think somebody will pay you? Not the going rate. What do you think somebody would be willing to pay you? And whatever you do, don't go ask your friends. They're probably in the same boat you're in. So ask strangers.
That's probably so.
But if people are doing what you'd like to do, ask them. Because they can tell you how they got there.
Yes.
That's the key right there.
That's the key.
Okay. Tip number 3. What type of work you don't want?
Oh. What type of work you don't want?
Right. Okay, so if you're one of those kind of people who say, I'll do anything, well, anything is always available.
That's right.
Always.
That's the bottom of the totem pole.
It's always available. So there's no such thing as you can't find a job.
Yeah, scrap
You can't find what you want. Okay, it's important to recognize you cannot find what you want. That's how come you don't have a job. Millions of jobs out there. But you don't want to do those. So if you don't want to do those, then what do you want to do? Okay, so that was tip number 1. What do you want to do? Okay, so anyways, I like to have you just think about that. What you'd like to do is do things that you like doing.
Right.
Okay, so anything you come up with, learning how to speak it will work. Okay, I like to do something where I can take pictures, work with computers, and travel. Think of titles other people can come up with. And all you gotta do is ask them what titles do they think. Which means the more people you ask, the more titles you're going to become aware of. And that's how newer jobs get created. We create titles. Humans create titles. So it's important to know what titles you're looking for. And in many cases, you can tell us a title. Okay?
Yes, you can.
But I want you to think about it because it happens right in front of your eyes, and our time's going to run out. But here's a quick tip.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of people out there that will call themselves a preacher, and people start believing they're a preacher.
Don't jump on the poor preacher.
Okay, there's a lot of politicians out there who say, I'm a politician.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Because they define who they want you to think they are.
Yeah.
So I want you to really think about it, because you can say who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I was young, like 4 or 5 years old, I used to tell people who I wanted to be. I got spoiled or conditioned as I got older. But I used to tell people what I wanted to be. Because everybody asks you what you want to be.
Isn't that the whole idea? If you get asked at that age, you tell what you want to be, and you continue on up.
Right.
Your innocent product.
So it's important to know you've probably been exposed to somebody asking you, what do you want to do? And the question is you used to tell people that when you were younger. What happened?
You got rich blood.
So I want you to just think about what happened between the time you used to tell people what you wanted to do and now you don't tell them anymore.
It don't rain as much now as it did.
I just want you to think about these things because they're literally available out there. Mm-hmm. Some people know how to tell the world what they want to do, and people open up doors for you to go do what you want to do. You're the carrier of your knowledge, skills, and abilities, and you can't see you. We see all of you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we start the show out with that thing about we see you coming,
see
going.
You going, see the front side, see the back side.
Right, we see all of you before you get a chance to open your mouth. So it's impossible for many of you, if you met me on the street, that you would say, this guy's on the radio. You can't imagine that. Mm. Yeah. But we're not going to go any further with that.
Well,
okay. But going back to tip number 3, the type of work you don't want to do.
Yes.
Okay, if you don't want to do manual labor, then don't look for manual labor jobs. Okay. I mean, if you like doing it, fine. But if you don't like it, don't look that way. If you don't like it and people suggest it, just say, I don't like that type of work. Because you cannot be productive. You can't be happy. Okay.
That's right.
So
you won't do a good job.
Right. You can't do a good job doing what you don't want to do. You can only do a good job doing what you enjoy doing. And it's only as good as we think it might be, not as good as you.
That's right.
A lot of people make that mistake. They'll say, this is the best I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do no more.
Works the same way with office work.
That's true. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Work the same way with anything.
Right.
And I found I have to use my own grandkids. If I don't tell them exactly what to do, they're going to do just that.
Yes, I want you just to begin to really think about things that if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it.
That's right.
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Don't stay at home if you don't want a job where you can. Nowadays, you can find jobs working from home.
Yes. Very much
so if you like working from home, tell people you like working from home so that you're not trying to go out there and
force that on somebody else.
Right, trying to go somewhere where you don't want to go in the first place.
Right.
And let's see, what the other thing? If you don't want to work days, then say, I don't want to work days. I want to work nights. I want to work weekends. I want to work third shift, second shift. I want to work 16-hour days for 3 days a week or 2 days a week. You can say those things based on what you want.
No.
Because if you don't want those things, then you're not going to settle for those things. Okay, so you're not going to be happy. You cannot be productive. Okay. I got 2 more tips to go, but I'm looking at the clock. The time that we have a short break, so I can finish these tips up while we have time.
Take a break and come back.
But you listen to myself along, Mr. Dude, talk about
right here.
Things we
Santa Claus is coming. Yeah.
But we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
pout. You better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hi, this is Gene Hodge. We have great news for you. We have the opportunity to promote the Employment Opportunity Hour and the Entrepreneur Opportunity Hour with support from you. If you have a business, a product or service that you would like to reach a greater market to increase your sales, visibility, and profits, we can help you to do that by reaching over 3 million people in the Tampa Bay market. If you have a need for a larger market, WTAN and the show can promote you on the West Coast and the Los Angeles market, reaching about 20 million people. If that's an interest to you, send me an email at theopportunityhour@gmail.com. That's theopportunityhour@gmail.com. Or call WTAN and just ask for Gene Hodge. They will connect you to me. We look forward to helping to promote your business so that you can increase your sales, profit, and visibility. We can do that by you offering contests, by offering special promotions, by giveaways. And these are some of the ways that we can help you to attract the people that you're looking for. Again, this is Gene Hodge, the Employment Opportunity Hour. Send me an email at theopportunityhour@gmail.com.
Job seekers, are you unemployed and ready to go back to work? Did you know that now you can get Gene's books revealing a different way to find enjoyable employment? Each book shows you how to develop a resume and cover letter using your life experiences. You will receive step-by-step instruction on the content, its rationale, and its importance for each book. His books are available in soft copy and digital formats on Amazon.com and HodgepodgeTraining.com. Eugene Hodge, an employment training consultant, has helped thousands of job seekers to find enjoyable employment at competitive wages using an innovative process by matching your needs with employer needs. The books are Resume, What's Its Purpose? And Cover Letter, What's Its Purpose?
To get Gene's books, go to Amazon.com, type Eugene Hodge in the search box, look for his books, choose a book. Or go to HodgepodgeTraining.com, choose Shop tab, choose books in a single or bundled formats. Coming soon, books in Spanish, Creole, and French format, all at HodgepodgeTraining.com.
Purpose of the show is to help job seekers find enjoyable employment instead of a job by hearing tips that are non-traditional approaches that you didn't learn in school. But also to help you entrepreneurs that are out there who have businesses, you got products, ideas. It's to help you to improve this economy by putting you into action as well. We can help you there. So that's what we're here for. If you choose to call the show, you're more than welcome to call the show. The number is 727-441-3000. However, if you're unemployed or you're looking for a job, I will give you 30 seconds. You're more than welcome to call the show. Tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for so we can help you. If you are an entrepreneur or a type of company that's looking to add people on, you're a network marketing company or internet marketing company, you're looking to add good people to your team, you're welcome to call the show as well. The number is 727-441-3000. I will give you the same 30 seconds. Tell us who you are, what you're looking for, and your contact information so we can help you get what you need and improve this economy as well.
If you happen to miss any part of the Employment Opportunity Hour, or there's a particular show you may want to hear again, don't forget you can check out all the past Employment Opportunity Hour programs by going to internetradiopros.com/opportunity hour. All the shows are there. Just click and listen. internetradiopros.com/opportunity hour. And you can contact Gene via email at theopportunityhour@gmail.com. So you don't have to miss a minute of the Employment Opportunity Hour ever again.
Dig that crazy Santa Claus with his red suit on. Dig that walk, that crazy talk. Man, oh man, he's really gone.
All right.
Celebrating the holidays.
Jingle, jingle.
Couple of days left for Christmas, and we're celebrating the holidays.
Hey,
and before we
day and a half
get to where we kick the new year off, but right now we're right in the Christmas time and Christmas spirit. I'm giving out 5 tips to find the job that you want during Christmas. If you're still looking during the holidays and you can't find what you want, I'm giving you reasons why you haven't found it, as well as some tips on what it is that you can do so that you can find exactly what you want, not only during the Christmas holidays, but continuing on. Anyways, I gave out, there are 5 tips. I gave out 3 so far. First one, the first one was to think about the type of job you'd like to have, or the type of job that you want, to see if you can think of what that is. By never mentioning a job title, think of the functions you like to use in the job. And number 2 is think about how much money would you like to have or make. Think about that. Number 3 was think about the type of work you'd like to do.
What was number 3?
Indoors, outdoors, weekends, nights, 8-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts. Think about the type of work that you want so you can tell us. So number 4 now, the type of job you would like to have that would be your ideal job.
I never has gotten to that.
Okay, think of what would be your ideal job. And it should never be a title, because titles are made up unless you make it up. If you tell people what you like doing, they will make up titles.
Sure will.
Okay, so the more titles you can get made up, because humans make up all titles, that's how you can get the ideal job that you want. Okay, so I was giving out things like think of what you like doing.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter what it is. If you like swimming and drinking and drawing, somebody can put that into a job. Okay? And a lot of it's very simple. Go out on the internet and look at all the things that other people have done, and you wonder how they've done it. They've combined what they like doing, know how to do it, enjoy doing it, something where somebody's willing to pay them to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying people would pay you to do the same thing.
Especially if that, well, I won't say that.
Okay, but the ideal job that you want, use your knowledge and experiences. Tell people what you've done, because they're going to be able to look at you as far as your experiences, because they're looking at your age and how long you've been doing it and who have you done it for. So I'd like to have you think about how that happens. If you like to set your own hours.
Yes. Now you
tell us how you'd like to be able to set the kind of hours that you want.
Or go back a show.
They want to go back. They want to go back a show. They want to go back. They may want to be entrepreneur now.
Exactly, but that's how many people become entrepreneurs.
That's true.
I'm like that. I mean, I worked, but along my life, I had to work in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Some cases, I got told I had to work.
Yeah.
And until I got spoiled and said, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do something else. But that's part of learning and growing.
All right.
Okay. So that's how you can begin to identify your ideal job.
Mm-hmm.
Tip number 5, which comes back almost back to the topic of the show. People who are still looking for work during the holidays and they can't find it. Look, I'm giving you reasons. How come you haven't found it? Okay, tip number 5 is stop filling out applications.
Yeah, I wrote nothing down here. I mean, I haven't written anything down.
Stop filling out applications. If you're looking out on the internet, every site you go to is going to say, fill out an application. Well, I just got you going back to telling you about networking.
But don't you have to fill out an application if you're online?
No.
You got to get to the...
Who? It's important to understand who is going to make you fill out an application. Who?
No one going to make you.
Right. So understand that our job is to tell you what we want you to do, and your job is to find a better way to do it. That's not what we told you.
Okay.
But obviously, if you've been looking for a job during the holiday season and there's zillions of jobs out there, maybe filling out applications, there's so much applications out there, nobody's found you.
Yes, sir.
Because we can't see you on a piece of paper.
Nope.
So
see his head.
On an application, we can't even see that. So it's very important to understand what someone tells you that you should do, and you already know based on you haven't gotten any calls.
Right.
So stop doing it. Use the people who already know you. Tell the other people, they're going to ask you what you like to do anyway, because they've been asking you all your life, and probably throughout your life, they're going to ask you, what do you want to do?
Right.
Okay, what are you working on? What happened between you telling people what you like doing and you settling for something that you don't want to do in the first place? Because I want you to begin to think about that, but stop filling out applications. Go to your network, people who know you and know what you want to do, know about you done, so they can go spread the word. So that's what I want you to just think about. Stop filling out applications. The application comes last, not first. Well, that's if you're networking.
Well, yeah, if you're networking. But,
right. So
most time, Mr. Gene, have to be disagreeable here. They want you to fill out an application before you can get to it.
Now, you're taught stuff like that in high school. Right.
And he will want you to fill out an application before you can get to it.
But I don't know whether it's 10th grade, 11th grade. Now they want you.
9th grade they start.
They teach you how to fill out applications.
Yes, sir.
Right. So once you understand, you're being taught that. You're only doing what you've been taught. Learn something else.
Right.
From the other people.
Well, that's not the matter. They don't mind learning something else from the other people. So you got to be able to present it to them.
You can't learn being around the same people. You learn from people that aren't around.
People. You learn from new people.
Right. You learn people that have done it differently.
Right.
That's how you learn.
That's right.
But anyway, that is my gift for the holiday. Because I want you to think about it.
How to get the enjoyable.
How do you get what you want? Not only during the holiday, but beyond the holidays.
Anytime.
Because you got to know what you like doing in order to understand how you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you don't know how you can get it, so you learn from the others who have gotten it.
Right.
Not from the people who say you can't, and not from the people who say, well, I did it this way, and you got to do it this way. Because you can tell when people are happy, and you can tell when people aren't happy.
Correct.
So that's my gift to you. Hopefully, I can reach a couple of you out there, and definitely call the show and tell us.
Yes, sir. Please
But that's my gift for you, is to stop doing what you have been doing, because that's most of the problem. Simple as that. So I like to have you think of it. Go to the people you already know, because that's all you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let them carry your message based on the people they run into. As simple as that. You don't know who might be helping you behind the scenes.
No, you don't.
The worst thing you can do is get in front of other people and say nobody's helped you. You did it all alone. Because in most cases, you're telling the truth. You have done it all along because you rejected all of the new ideas. But that's all I'm going to say about that. That's my gift to you. And because I want you all to enjoy your holidays, go try it out, start the new year off with a new mindset, because it's possible for you to get exactly what you would like to do.
Yes.
But you don't know that, because we can create titles around what you know how to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So.
All right.
But our time is up.
Yeah.
Because I hear the music.
Frank says
Sinatra.
Santa Claus is coming.
It comes back to the very topic. All the things you like doing, enjoy doing, and have been doing, you literally have been doing it your way. All I'm trying to do is get you to recognize what you like doing, enjoy doing, so we can keep you doing it, because that's what makes you productive and happy, and you help us and you. But Merry Christmas, and look forward to seeing you in the new year.
No, we're going to see you next Thursday.
Because you have been doing it your way. All right, we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
And we're out of here.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City.
FM 102.3.
WZHR, Zephyrhills.
FM 104.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper in Chicago. A massive winter storm is moving through the central part of the country to the east, bringing snow, high winds, and plunging temperatures. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine.
We'll have flash freezing on the roads, extreme temperatures close